welcome to this deep dive. So you flagged a really interesting piece for us, Kenton Patterson's Don't Bite the Hand That Will Feed You.
Yeah, from his Future Tech-Wise blog. That title alone, it kind of grabs you, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
And our goal here, I think, is to really, dig into what Patterson's getting at, see how his ideas apply to navigating, well, everything that's happening in tech today.
Right, and how it connects to our own journeys within that. What struck me is how he uses these pretty timeless principles for success, but specifically for now.
Exactly. So let's start with that central metaphor he uses. Don't bite the hand that will feed you.
Yeah, the literal meaning is pretty obvious, isn't it? Don't attack or disrespect someone who's helping you out.
Simple enough. But he broadens it, right? For business.
He really does. He applies it to like mentors, the platforms we use every day, companies, even our teams and customer bases.
So it becomes less about just being polite and more about strategy.
I think so. He frames it around these core themes. Humility, definitely gratitude, and thinking long term, not just reacting in the moment.
Yeah, and that feels key, especially online, where things move so fast, it's easy to get caught up in the immediate stuff.
Totally. But Patterson argues that, embracing this principle, actually living it, can open doors, build stronger connections.
Leading to bigger things, potentially.
That's the idea. He suggests it can lead to significant breakthroughs, especially in global online business.
Okay, so how does he illustrate this? Does he give an example?
He does. He paints this picture, a real-world online example. Think about someone, maybe an affiliate, a reseller, content creator, network marketer, someone working with a big, fast-growing global platform.
Okay, I can picture that. They're benefiting from this platform's reach, its tools.
Exactly. They're plugged into this powerful system. But then, things go wrong sometimes.
Happens all the time. Tech issues, maybe.
Could be tech glitches, yeah. Or maybe they disagree with a new policy the platform rolls out, or payments get delayed, stuff like that.
Right. And the natural reaction for a lot of people might be frustration, maybe even anger.
Precisely. And Patterson points out that tendency to vent publicly, social media, maybe angry emails, or just pulling back, disengaging completely.
And that's the biting the hand part.
That's exactly what he calls it. You risk damaging, maybe even destroying that support system you actually rely on.
It makes sense. Even if it feels justified in the heat of the moment, it's probably counterproductive long term.
Because your focus just narrows right down onto the annoyance, you lose sight of the bigger picture.
So what's the alternative he suggests?
Well, he contrasts that reaction with a more, let's say, constructive approach. Choosing respect, having patience.
Actively contributing, maybe?
Yeah, contributing, showing gratitude. Instead of just complaining, maybe try to be part of the solution. Offer support to others using the platform. Focus on fixing things.
That sounds like a pretty major shift in mindset, from just being a user to being like a partner.
Sort of, yeah. It's moving away from a purely transactional view. Patterson suggests that if you adopt this more positive, proactive stance, you actually elevate yourself.
How so?
Well, you stop being just another anonymous user. You become someone seen as valuable, someone contributing, someone the system itself might recognize and maybe even invest in.
Because you've shown you're trustworthy. Constructive.
Exactly. That demonstration of trustworthiness, it opens doors. Opportunity isn't just about what you take from a system, it's also about what you bring.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And how does this connect to the whole AI and innovation landscape we're in?
Well, Patterson really leans into this. He argues that technology, especially these online platforms, and he actually names one, Obless, part of the on-passive AI ecosystem.
Oh, bless. What's that, briefly?
So it's basically a platform within that on-passive world designed to give users AI tools and resources to, build their online presence.
Got it. So platforms like that.
Right. Platforms like that are genuinely leveling the playing field. Individuals, small businesses, they can reach a global audience now in ways that honestly were hard to imagine just a little while ago.
Incredible opportunity.
Absolutely. But Patterson's core point here is we need to nurture these systems, the platforms, the people behind them, the tech itself.
Instead of sabotaging them with negativity when things aren't perfect.
Exactly. Don't let short-sighted frustration undermine your own potential, essentially.
Which ties back to his point about gratitude being strategic, not just nice.
It's not just about manners, he spells it out. Supporting the systems that support you can lead to actual benefits. Partnerships, maybe promotions or better opportunities, recognition, more influence.
It's reciprocal. You invest positively, the system is more likely to invest back at you.
That's the dynamic he describes. And he really emphasizes this as AI, automation, these online ecosystems become more and more central to, well, everything.
So those who get this gratitude as strategy thing, they'll do better.
That's his prediction. He says something like, those who grow with gratitude will rise the fastest. It feels quite relevant as these systems get more complex, doesn't it?
It really does. Then he gets quite personal, it seems, in this section called Kenton's Call, Build with Heart and Vision.
Yeah, it feels like he's drawing directly from his own experience, maybe at Future Tech-wise. He talks about seeing firsthand how loyalty, patience, being part of the solution, how that builds real momentum.
And he sees a need for that now.
Definitely. He talks about how virtual business is thriving, but what's really needed are people who, uplift others, protect the opportunities that exist, lead with character.
So it's a call to action.
A strong one. He's not just saying feel grateful. He's urging us to actively appreciate platforms, support the visionaries building them, try to give more than we take.
And that ties back to the core idea again.
Right. The hand supporting you today could be absolutely key to your success tomorrow. It's about seeing that potential and acting accordingly. Proactive engagement, basically.
It definitely reframes how you might look at the next inevitable glitch or delay, doesn't it?
It really does.
So as we kind of wrap this up, he offers a final thought, acknowledging that, yeah, the online journey isn't always smooth sailing. There will be obstacles.
But he challenges us on how we see them. He says, view a complaint as a chance to find a solution.
See a delay as a moment for patience, maybe perseverance.
And see a challenge not as a roadblock, but as a test of your vision. How strong is it? How clear?
That shift is really fundamental to that long-term thinking we talked about earlier.
Absolutely. And his conclusion is pretty powerful. If you practice gratitude, if you build things carefully, if you protect the systems that support your future, then your success isn't just temporary, it's sustainable. It's unstoppable, he says.
Wow. Strong finish. And those last few words are very direct.
Yeah. Be grateful, be wise, be future ready. Really sums it all up.
It does. So it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? Okay, so here's a final thought maybe for our listeners building on this. Thinking about the specific platforms, the systems, maybe even the people supporting you right now. What's one small, concrete thing you could do today? Like one act of gratitude or contribution that really aligns with this wisdom we've been digging into.
That's a great question to reflect on. What's one small step you can take right now that nurtures the hand feeding you? Worth considering as you move forward.